Oh man, fam. First topic that I seen, bro, I really want to get into before we get into the Iran updates and stuff and all that. Bro, I seen they had Trump's granddaughter, right? Supposedly doing an influencer. She's doing an influencer thing. She went out, spent, yeah, here you go. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Boom. She went out, basically went shopping, bought a whole bunch of items, and then supposedly followed up with an ad to, hey, I need you guys to join to join up. Y'all need to enlist. Be ready to enlist, everybody. That's the word around the campfire. They're trying to do like some propaganda via the granddaughter. We got one from the Humanist Report. I just recently found this page, and I think I find it kind of insightful. Some W takes here, but this is from her name is Kai too. Like, what's up with that? Kai, like, okay, so yeah, they already see, oh yeah, they got the Kai Sinet guys popping. You know what, to be smart, hey, let's your granddaughter's name is Kai too, right? We can do something with that. Let's do something with that. And they're doing something with that right here. Let's see what they got here from the Humanist Report here. Trump's granddaughter trying to make content, and let's see if she is brainwashing motherfuckers or the youth.
It's cool doing it.
Welcome back to the channel. Right now we are in Erewhon, which is in LA. Erewhon's the most expensive grocery store pretty much out there. Everything's crazy expensive. So we're gonna get my favorite stuff, even supplements, whatever it may be. And then we're gonna go home and try it out.
Bro, she got the typical LA girl look too, man. I'm not gonna not to be don't be stereotypical, Tintos. Yeah, that Valley girl. Y'all know the Valley girls there. She like really don't give a if you there or not. She's already so content. I think it just comes from being so content in your bubble. You don't need for nothing. She paid for life. Like you're set in your bubble. She doesn't have I feel like some of these people just look straight through motherfuckers. Certain people, they just look through people because they don't need I really have no need to have a legit connection with you. Like unless you really like. You gotta have that power and be desirable. They just gonna be like looking straight through your ass. They don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. Here you go. They say, hope she ain't racist. Look like one of them stuck up. But that's what I was thinking, low key, bro. Let me see though. She from LA. Like that's kind of like it just come with the territory, man. They be on that. All right.
We are in Erewhon, which is in LA. Erewhon's the most expensive grocery store pretty much out there. Everything's crazy expensive. So we're gonna get my favorite stuff, even supplements, whatever it may be. And then we're gonna go home and try it out.
And it's my knowledge, just came out here recently, bro. Like, y'all know motherfucker. Y'all know people that are struggling to. Well, the price of eggs supposedly out here has went down, so that's one good thing, right? But y'all know this gas situation has been crazy, which it seems to after they made the news report of releasing the 400 million barrels plus out of the U.S. oil reserves. Then we've seen some stabilization here in my region. Y'all let me know if it's different from where y'all are at. But this still comes off as crazy tone deaf. She still got the security with her and everything. All right, I'm left good. Come on, let's get into it. Let me get into it, Chantel.
Oh my god, that's like really heavy. The Haley Beaver smoothie. Oh my god, this is really good. We got this expensive.
I'm thirsty. It does look like it's good though.
Hydro, good, right?
Damn.
$37.
Damn.
Yay.
Damn. And I'm a dry. We hating the dry. I mean, I can watch it. I'm happy that she's enjoying herself. Part of me is happy that she's just going out and and just doing things that a normal kid would do, or a young person would do. Just living life. That's really what the American way, that's really what it's about. That's what everybody wants, man. We don't want, I think, for the most part, unless you're like an elite person or one of those people who just getting a lot of money off the conflict, or you got stock over in fucking Lockheed Martin. Most people just want to do shit like this. And then, hey, most of the people who justify making the money off all that shit is to just do shit like that, just relax and vibe, right? And just go to these. Maybe ball out like that. I ain't never spent no damn $233 though, man. And no damn one on a bottle of water. No. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to rationalize this shit. You know what I mean? But it looked like that's just her bubble though. Like I was saying before, that's just her bubble. She's used to always having and more probably. You stop making excuses for. Nah. It is tone deaf. It's tone deaf. But I want to see what's up with this water, and it's making me thirsty. Nope. It's the president's granddaughter. Some people say, yeah, as I go, it's the president's granddaughter. She's supposed to be living like that. No, my thing, I feel like y'all should just keep her off the internet. That's the smarter move. The smarter move is to keep her off the internet because it's gonna look bad. Or if she's posting, her name is Trump. Her name is already Trump. She could have been posted under some other handles, or keep her associated from the brand. If you got the Trump thing going on, that opens her up for the scrutiny. People are already going to be like, hey, what the hell has she been? Well, they're going to associate, they're going to think that, hey, all the money that I'm not having, she's spending right now. In addition to what y'all are spending on the defense budget, you know, and the Israel conflict, stuff like that. But, you know, hey, let's let her cook.
Good, right? $37. Yay! All of this costs $233.
This is from the
You just
Humanist
watched
Report.
some social media
let's see what you gotta
posts
say.
from Trump's granddaughter, Kai Trump, the daughter of Trump Jr., who is definitely not a cokehead, by the way.
Luckily, I don't snort cocaine. Like, it's not my thing.
Sure. Now, I can't tell you when she posted the selfie with military planes because that was seemingly deleted. If so, good choice. But the vlog that you saw was actually titled, I'm not joking, I Brought My Secret Service to Erewhon, and that was published to YouTube on March 8th, which was a week after her granddad double-tapped a school that killed 180 Iranian girls younger than her.
The double tap is wild. Dang.
Dad double-tapped a school that killed 180 Iranian girls younger than her, and on the same day that people in Tehran, a city of 10 million, were experiencing black rain, an unthinkable ecological disaster that'll have devastating health consequences for decades to come. But that was obvious, and the intended outcome of them bombing Iran's oil refineries, which is a war crime, by the way. But while the people of Iran were being killed and maimed by her granddad, she was taste testing Hailey Bieber's $21 smoothie. Yeah, and if that wasn't tone deaf enough, she was bragging about gallivanting around.
Do you know how many smoothies I could buy for $21? Two. Well, I mean, you could probably make one for cheaper than that. I mean, if we get ingredients. I could make a goddamn at least a couple of batches of it.
With Secret Service on the taxpayer's dime, also she could taste test expensive things that the peasants could never ever afford. Great look. And that's especially insulting because, as Axios reports, the cost of products and services are going to surge as a direct result of her war criminal grandfather's illegal war with Iran. And she's clearly not self-aware enough to consider how this vlog might not be a good look right now. But her commenters pointed out the obvious thing to her, which was that, hey man, maybe this isn't in the best taste right now. Here's some examples. Dude, we need to eat the rich for real. Please join the draft for Grandpa. Probably one of the most out-of-touch video titles ever. Title might be the most tone-deaf thing I've ever read, like legit Lamau. Hop in a chopper with your Uncle Baron and go defend our freedom. Let them eat cake, but actually, Grandpa is in the files. Worry about that. I love that my taxes are funding this instead of school lunches. I see the dumb doesn't fall far from the tree at all. Did you know Grandpa cut food stamps for tens of millions of Americans? When are you going to enlist in Grandpa's war of distraction? Definition of can have all the money in the world.
Oh yeah, she's already in it. She's already in the war of distraction. For sure.
But have zero common sense. You should be drafted. Wow, I really need to enlist my kids to fight for Israel to help support Kai at all costs. Most Americans can barely afford regular groceries, by the way. Thanks to my taxes, you can get a better life that most of us can't. And that's just a small sample, but people on Twitter also had some thoughts about her vlog after she decided to share it there. Bad decision. It genuinely sometimes feels like they're trying to usher in a French Revolution. Our tax dollars are going towards her bringing Secret Service agents to vlog at Erewhon buying overpriced groceries.
Shit.
Meanwhile, her pedo grandpa is raising prices so people can't buy
Not our
homes.
tax. Nah, it's not necessarily our tax dollars though. They already done funneled that shit out. You know, they been paid. We can't act like they didn't already been paid, but they just funneled out some money and up. And man, come on. But yeah. They get paid though.
Groceries and now gas. We are living in the Hunger Games. You should enlist. And again, that's a very small sample of what they had to say about her. But Twitter wasn't done with her ass yet, because in response to her selfie in front of warplanes, people gave her the Baron treatment, saying, draft her ass too, I don't give a fuck. Send Kai to fight for Israel. She's old enough to be on the front line. She shouldn't be at the club. She should be deployed. Send her to the front lines with Baron. And on a different note, this person says, everything is a joke, a meme, or a reality show said to them, real people are dying due to this administration's decisions. Exactly, but this is something that they never consider because the Trump family has been taught to never think about anybody but themselves ever. But the reason why her and Barron are taking so much heat right now is obviously because they're the same age as the non-privileged Americans who are being sent to die for Israel in Iran. But if Trump is willing to sacrifice your kids for his war, don't you think it's fair that he is ready to sacrifice his own as well?
It makes sense.
I mean, I think so.
But
And
he already made it clear that he's going to hold his nuts when it comes to the rules. He already made it clear he's going to wield the power and not give a damn. He's already made that clear with the whole Israel move. Like that's that's apparent, man. We learned that shit we learned that shit with the Venezuela move, man. Come on. We learned that with the Venezuela move.
Seem to agree, which is why they're saying that Barron should be sent to the front lines as well. In fact, Toby Morton, a comedian and writer for South Park, actually launched this website calling for Barron to be drafted because, if reports are true about Trump privately considering boots on the ground, well, he should have some skin in the game if this is really a worthwhile cause to die for, like he says it is. Not to mention, there's apparently a need for service members right now, seeing as how Caroline Lived wasn't even willing to rule out a military draft. You heard that right. She's not willing to take a military draft off the table. Here, straight from the horse's mouth.
Mothers out there are worried that we're going to have a draft, that they're going to see their sons get in and daughters get involved in this. What do you want to say about the president's plans for troops on the ground? As we know, it's been largely an air campaign up until now.
It has been, and it will continue to be, and President Trump wisely does not remove options off of the table. I know a lot of politicians like to do that quickly, but the president, as commander-in-chief, wants to continue to assess the success of this military operation. It's not part of the current plan right now, but the president...
So you should be talking... I don't give a fuck. Trump, no, he just picked that girl. She look good. She fucking... You stumbling and shit during the interview. Man, yeah, we already know why you got the job.
Again, wisely keeps his options on the table.
So since he's keeping all options on the table, including boots on the ground and even a military draft, does that mean that Barron and Kai are also going to qualify for the draft as well? I mean, why would Trump want to exempt his own flesh and blood if this war is so important? Yeah, of course they're not going to qualify for the draft because when Trump talks about how brave Americans are making the ultimate sacrifice and that it's worthwhile for them to make the ultimate sacrifice, he's talking about your sons and daughters making the ultimate sacrifice. And before he gets them killed, he's going to try to get them to commit war crimes and crimes against humanity, all at the behest of Israel. And so you forget about the Epstein files where he's accused of assault and the attempted rape of a minor.
Well,
and if this war was an attempt to make you forget about that, then mission accomplished, because search results for Epstein have gone way down since this war began for obvious reasons. Posts pictures of her and her grandfather out of his drag makeup, which is actually really jarring to look at. And she's also given us exclusive behind the scenes looks at what it's like to be the granddaughter of President Neck Pussy.
So now we're gonna go down right now to watch my grandpa get sworn in. We'll see how much we can film. Obviously it's like very private right now, so yeah, we gotta go.
Another famous one, how about Ty? Stand up.
So in this clip, when he's doing his speech after getting sworn in, it's so funny because he goes, what about this famous one? And then it's like, he's like, what about Kai? And I'm like waving and everything like that. That was really, really funny.
Oh, was it? Was it actually really funny when he asked you to wave, Kai? Really? I'm sure it was. You know, that demented war criminal, he's such a hoot. The entire crowd was probably busting a gut when he said that she was famous and asked her to stand up so she could wave. Oh, hilarious. So fucking funny, but there's more riveting commentary from her.
Like, I was a little nervous to, like, stand up and wave. I don't know. I'm just, like, I was embarrassed, but, like, it's just, like, kind of nerve-wracking. Especially, like, all that stuff is on, obviously on television and whatnot.
Yeah, well, you should be embarrassed because if my grandfather was a rapist who was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein and accused of pedophilia, I know that I would be embarrassed. But, you know, you can just tell that she really has a knack for being a social media influencer, and her growth is totally organic because she's super talented, guys. You know, I'm sure that she would unquestionably have as many followers if her granddaddy was some middle manager at a Taco Bell. But you know what? I'm actually glad that she's posting these tone-deaf ass videos because there's still a lot of Americans that have deluded themselves into thinking that Trump cares about them. Like, they actually believe this, unironically. Like, I have family members who think this, when that's so obvious that it's impossible to conceive of anybody thinking that that's the case. But I mean, as brazen as they are,
he has his opinion. It's the
some
last
people
part,
just...
but nonetheless, I think I found a lot of the content that he put in there very insightful. That's from the Humanist Report. Yeah, at least the clips from what's her name, from Kai Trump, because bruh, she ain't gonna come up on my feed. You know what I mean? The target demographic, they're trying to get the youth. That's how they get the youth, bro. They're gonna have Kai running for something next, man. Keep the money in the family. But yeah, man, y'all let me know your thoughts on that when we will be running another topic right now on the YouTube side. We're just cutting this up for the record. Much love. I'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.